Most people's belief about productivity is the very thing that prevents them from being productive. And this is what I'm going to be sharing with you today inside it. It's a quick idea that you can adopt immediately to double your productivity. It's a simple concept, and yet most people, they don't practice this religiously every single day. The moment you do, you'll find you instantly double your productivity once you turn this into a habit. Because what you'll find inside there, if you look at world-class entrepreneurs that's ever lived, such as Steve Jobs, what made him world-class was his ability to say no. His ability to get rid of distractions, his ability to focus on the most important projects. Because this concept I'm going to share with you was shared by my mentor, who taught me about what productivity really is. He said, productivity, Tim, is not about getting a lot of things done, despite what everybody thinks. Productivity is not about hustling or working harder. Being productive is getting the right things done. So it doesn't really matter if you're in a mental rut during the day, as long as you've gotten the right things done, you'll become successful. That's what he turned around to me and said. And he said, Tim, I want to share with you a quick graph that will help you to understand how you need to focus in terms of your most important tasks. Because that's the problem that you've got, Tim, that's holding you back. And this is what he asked me. Feel free to follow along. He said, Tim, I want you to basically draw a circle at the top. And he said, I want you to write your number one someday goal. What's the goal, the dream you want to make a reality, the very specific, tangible dream? And he said, Tim, it's got to be specific because broad goals equals broad results, which is not very pretty often. So I told him a very specific someday goal. And then he said, okay, Tim, so what would you need to see? And he drew a circle below that. He said, what would you need to see in 5 years' time for you to know that you are on path? And he said he wanted me to specify into the one thing. What's the one thing that will allow me to measure whether or not I'm on path to reaching this? And then I told him, and then he said from there, he said, okay, Tim, so what's the 1 year? What's the 1 year? What's the one thing you got to see in 1 year time for you to know that you are on path? What's a tangible metric, a measurable figure? And so I told him, and he said, okay, that's great, Tim. So what's the thing you got to see in 1 month? And I told him, and he kept on going down like this. Okay, I want you to follow along with this. And then he went to 1 week, and then he went to 1 day, as in, what do I need to focus on today? And by following this process and checking in with this every single day, he was able to achieve extraordinary results. Why? Because he focused on the things that matter. You see, what separated Steve Jobs from everybody else, like I was saying earlier, was his ability to say 1,000 no's so he can focus on the projects and ideas that helps him to achieve his someday goal. The problem with you right now inside it, if you're feeling like you're overwhelmed or you're feeling like you're lacking focus, you're not lacking focus or you're not overwhelmed. What you are going through right now is a bad time management system that's being imposed. I've seen some of the to-do lists that my mentees had before they started working with me, and it's incredible. No wonder that they felt overwhelmed. Even though they were, doing good financially, it didn't allow them to get to that next level. So the moment I helped them to focus and understand what's the most important task, they began to get rid of everything else, and everything else didn't become necessary. You see, Insider, before you adopt any other hacks, you got to work on the right tasks. As after all, like I said at the beginning of this video, productivity is not about getting loads of things done, it's about getting the right things done. So as you move forward today, Insider, go have a look at your to-do list, go have a look at whatever it may be, and begin to get rid of the tasks that no longer is aligned with your someday goal. And that way you're extremely focused on exactly what you must achieve. And if you do that and you turn to a habit in a week, in a month, in 10 years time, you'll notice that you've made your biggest goals a reality. I hope you found today's video helpful, Insider. If you have, be sure to click the like button. If you'd like to see more extreme productivity tips that I've learned from my best mentors out there, be sure to let me know, Insider, and I'll be happy to create some cool strategies as well as tip videos for you to adopt so you can get to that next level in life. As always, Insider, follow your heart, my friend, and take action and go live the life you're truly born to live. I'll see you on the next video soon. Take care.